Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be installing the Carbon Racing 34 liters panniers that I purchased. You must have seen the unboxing vlog. I'm going to be installing those on my RTR. Why on the RTR? Because I already had these saddle stays and they are already installed on my Apache. Now I don't intend to use the panniers on the Apache. Frankly, Apache chassis cannot take that weight. I know some people have been riding Apaches with aluminum or metal panniers on it, but I've also heard that the chassis breaks at the backside. So this particular video is going to be just for the information kind of for you guys for how to install the panniers on any AdvenTOUR saddle stays from Carbon Racing. Okay, so this is the saddle stay that you get from Carbon Racing. It's going to look this way, and you have to mount these on your respective bikes. Carbon Racing is going to give you respective attachments for mounting on your bike. For example, Dominar, it comes out from here. There are various mounts, so that information you can take from Carbon Racing, how to install these stays. But if you want to install the panniers on such stays, this video is for you guys. Okay, so not wasting much time, let's begin. I'm going to quickly remove all the mounts, all the clamps that CR has given, and mount on this bike first on both the stays, and then we'll mount the panniers and check how it locks, what are the issues we face, and what are the solutions for that. I'm going to start the installation by removing this plate and this lock, separate it out from the panniers, and we're going to install this over here like this. Okay, and to install this you're going to need kind of special tools. This box spanner has to be the one with very thin walls which can fit inside this in this slot, because there was one friend there's a rider in Road Nomads Mumbai group who tried some other tools and he could not fix, because this particular socket that he had very thick walls and they were not going inside. This is the toolkit that I use. I leave a link for this toolkit in the video description. Mount this, put this bolts from here this side, and open your pannier. Be careful, don't leave it very harshly. Put the plate from the other side. Okay, and put the bolts, put the nuts from the other side. Don't tighten it as of now. Okay, we'll tighten it at the end. So left side for my bike is completely ready. I've installed the slots, okay, and the lock position. Okay, but before I show you how to mount, let us see how to mount these four and these four and the lock on the stay. Okay, so on the stay you have to make sure that 1, 2, 3 and 4 positions, this position, this position, this one and this one are free on the bike. I just moved this one earlier was here on my bike, so I moved it here so that I can put the these hinges or slots or whatever you want to call it. So we're going to mount those now. So this particular slot is going to go inside, this particular knob is going to go inside here. Okay, and it should go right inside, pass this bolt, this washer and this nut from the back side. Once you have all 4 in place, okay, you can tighten them. So take a ratchet, wire ratchet, because it's going to be easier for you to tighten them. To install this lock piece, okay, unscrew all the bolts and all, take them out, and these 2 pins will go in first, one here, second one here, then slide in your lock. The thicker side goes behind the stay, thinner side stays outside. You might have to tap it a little because it's stiff on my stay at least. and then from this side you match the holes and put the 2 bolts. Once you find the right slot, everything matches, just tighten both the bolts. Now all the necessary nut bolts have been tightened. This one, this, all 6 nut bolts on this side as well as this side. Now in some cases you will notice that some bolts are longer and some bolts are shorter, like this one is quite short. I guess there's a reason behind it, because Carbon Racing has changed the mounting pattern of the latest stays. Latest stays in Dominar now get a plate from here. They no more get this rod and all. So to accommodate additional clamps, additional stock clamps, Carbon has given, they've thought well in advance, and they've given longer bolts so that people don't have to run around, hunt around. And there are no extra bolts left out, so this is the only thing. Only this plastic stuff is left, I guess, which is for the back side of each of this rivets. So anyways, we are not going to use that right now anywhere, so I've left it aside. Next we are going to mount this panniers now. Make sure your lock position at the back side is standing. Okay, it should not be sleeping, because sleeping is lock. It's a lock position, and this is the open position. Okay, and these slots that CR is provided, this is where your aluminum mount goes in. Okay, like this. It should go completely inside. Tap it a little from back side. Once it is inside, this should be almost parallel fit. There should be no space in between, and you should be able to lock the panniers. Okay, once you've locked, your pannier can't come out. Okay, I'll ask my son to hold the camera. I'm pulling the pannier, it is not coming out. I can shake the bike completely, so it is now in lock position. Let me show you the other side simultaneously. Put this in place. Okay, bring everyone at the same place. Why am I not able to do this one? Okay, somehow this is not matching. Let me check why. That is because my plate has a curve on the front side. Maybe it had fallen down here, or because of the saddle stays weight, this has gone inside. So I'll just adjust this in a while and then mount the right side pannier. Also look at this one. Okay, it is not completely flat. It is starting flat over here, but then over here it has gone inside, because maybe my mount over here is quite stiff. So let me straighten all this and then we'll mount the panniers. All alignments have now been fixed. Okay, it is matching from all sides, and the pannier has sat inside. Let me put it completely inside and lock it. Okay. There you go. Everything is done and dusted, and the panniers look good on the Apache too. I mean, not too big, not too small. They look really nice, especially because that work is going on the front end for the front shrouds. They are in the same color, almost same color, so they're looking good. Fitting from down. Of course, my stays are not perfectly aligned, so the panniers don't look perfectly aligned. Also, if you can see, my stay has a bend over here, misalignment over here, so the left right alignment on both the sides are not perfect. In fact, this looks perfect. This is a bit inwards. This one is like this if you look at naked eye, but that is because I've got a custom setup on my Apache. You guys would have a stock setup on Dominar, TRK, or I mean for whichever bikes CR is selling. If you look at this alignment also, mine is not perfect. This side stay is completely out. So that is because of that the panniers are not looking well aligned, but otherwise they've sat on the stays perfectly fine. Let me show it to you from here also, since some of you might have questions. Let me show you the other side also. Everything is perfectly aligned. Exhaust clearance on my Apache is also very nice. I mean, it is not at all coming in between, it's quite away, so it is not going to warm up any of my stuff inside my panniers. So that's how the installation is done. A basic installation is done. I hope you like the video. If yes, like, share, subscribe, and I'll try to make future vlogs on if I install the panniers on my TRK, on my Dominar. I'll try to make vlogs that time too. Thanks for watching. See you in the video very soon. Two red devil looking eyeballs, and I'm finna turn up when the night falls. If you hear a siren, then it's my fault. Jump in my whip, baby, let's ride. We ain't gonna stop at a red light, and I'ma take shots like a Tech 9. It's gonna get live. Here we go, it's about to go down. Let me know, I'ma buy another round. Get low, drop it down to the ground.